Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Happy Hour Time. I'm Scott Tweedy, and we've got Sabrina Carpenter joining me today because her new Netflix film came out last week, Work It. Very excited to have her. She's had a cracking start to 2020, as her fans will know. And if you are fans, I love your questions. Please hit me up right now if you've got a question for Sabrina Carpenter. She started the year in March with a Broadway show, Mean Girls. They only got 2 shows in, then they got hit by COVID. But last week, if you haven't seen it yet on Netflix, Work It is a lot of fun. And with that comes a brand new song she's released as well, Let Me Move You. And I've prepared, as always, as we do in Happy Hour, a very special drink for Sabrina. So kick back, relax. It's hump day, which means it's happy hour time. So let's see if Sabrina, I'm almost knocking this drink over now. It's probably, I don't want to boast, but this is probably my best customized drink for a guest so far. You're going to see it shortly, but let's see if she's ready to jump on in now. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. So we're going to Sabrina, come on in. It's saying right now she's unable to join, but she should be able to join in a second. Welcome to Happy Hour, everybody. This is going to be a lot of fun. I've got some great things lined up today. I hope you're all having a great Wednesday. Sabrina, it is saying unable to join, so maybe if you jump out, jump back in, that would be incredible for me. 2020 has been a big year for her. I can't wait to see what she's been up to. Let Me Move You is the single. It's out right now. If you haven't heard it, Let Me Move You will get you moving. It's got me moving so far. All right, I can see you saying hello, Sabrina, but when I'm saying join, it's saying, here we go. We're going to be good to go now. Sabrina Carpenter is about to join us on Happy Hour on this glorious Wednesday afternoon.
Hello!
It worked.
It worked!
I saw you there, and then sometimes it doesn't let you in, and then it decided to let you in.
Bro, I did an Instagram live the other day, and I give everyone credit for the rest of my life. I don't think I knew the talent that it required.
It just takes good drinks. It takes good drinks and good props.
I can say that now I'm legal. Yeah, your background is a lot more interesting than mine is, but it's okay.
Are you at home right now? Are you at someone's house?
I'm at home right now. I've been at home since the beginning of this pandemic, pretty much.
Like all of us.
Crazy. Where are you right now?
This is my apartment, so I've dressed up my apartment like this.
Why does your apartment look like the nightclub I wish has been open on all of COVID?
Well, I've had a lot of time in here. I've ordered a lot of lights. So that's what... Now, Sabrina, before we move forward anymore, this is my favorite part of Happy Hour. I make and I customize a drink for my guests. All right, so I've prepared something. This is inspired by your brand new song, which has just come out. There's a lyric in your song. I'm just going to pick the drink up. This is my best one yet, by the way, everybody. So in the song, there's Dance With Me Tonight. So I've called the drink the Dance With Me Tonight. And I was like, how can I make this drink? Well, I'm going to replicate the dancing emoji. So 1, 2, 3, Dance With Me Tonight. This is the drink I prepared.
A person. That's insane.
It's a sparkling pomegranate mimosa.
Shit, can I say that? Yeah. That's literally looks so delicious.
It took a long time to make, to be honest.
Is it taste good though, or it just looks nice? Like,
tastes great. I'm not even pretending. Cheers, and welcome to Happy Hour. What have you got there?
Espresso. It's not quite alcohol, but honestly, I turned 21 during quarantine, so I learned my limit for alcohol pretty quickly, which is why at 5 p.m. I'm still drinking coffee. I'm not quite into my cocktails yet.
I'm a coffee lover as well. Good. I have coffee before bed sometimes, which people think is weird. Hey, how's your week been? How's last week been? Because Work It.
Wow.
Released on Netflix.
The PowerPoint is so impressive. I love it. Yeah, it did. I'm so excited. I filmed this a year ago last summer in Toronto, and never expected that we would be releasing it during a time where like people need now more than ever. And it's been really fun to see the reaction. Like more than anything, just get to like reunite with my cast every day and get to like relive that experience. It's been really fun.
What I'm loving, I've read a lot of reviews about it. Of course, I've seen the film too. But Chicago Times said they loved it so much because everyone in it's so talented and so likable. And that's actually consistent with all the reviews, what people are saying about the film. Why do you think everyone loves the four of you so much?
They must not. They do. They know that we're very young. I can only speak for myself. But honestly, I think what's so special, which is something that you don't get so lucky with, is that so much love around and so much work, a lot of focus and confidence to make a dance movie. Being comfortable with your body such a is such an interesting thing to do in front of people that are working with that, and I think that trust and support was just constantly there every day. And I know that I felt that from my castmates. Obviously Liza, Keenan, and Jordan, but like the entire cast and crew was also very, very supportive of cheering everybody on and giving that energy to be able to like do 100 takes of those that were really intense. So yeah, I mean, I love them so much. They're literally like, that makes me really happy that I've seen what
Well, let's clear up the dancing because Quinn, she gets better, improves throughout the film.
What do you mean? She's great.
She's awesome. She's an amazing dancer. But you personally, can we clear up your dance history? Because there was a period there where you were dancing, then you decided to stop. How did that help you with the film?
I didn't necessarily decide. It was more like the world decided for me that wasn't what I was meant to be doing at the time, and so much priority in my life. But the thing that I've always loved about dance is like for me, it doesn't matter when it comes out of my life. I've always enjoyed it, and it's always meant so much to me whenever I do get to do it, whether that be on tour or in different projects. And Work It was one of the projects that I knew was so centered around it. And I hadn't really danced that hard. So it definitely felt like boot camp. I definitely was more sore than I should have been for my age. But it was amazing, and it was so inspiring to work with so many incredible dancers and our choreographers that were like, they astounded me every single day, and I learned so much, even being, the one in the movie that couldn't dance. I learned a lot about that and how hard that is and how challenging it is to not have rhythm. Oh, speaking of Liza Koshy, she's my stalker. She's here, so
big shout out to Liza. Love her moves.
She's okay.
And can we also say Jordan made Australia proud as well, his dance moves.
Jordan made Australia proud, and Keenan, your local Australia, made Australia proud. And the one thing I feel like would have helped if I had on set were Tim Tams. That would have been really helpful. We didn't have those in Canada.
You were speaking I should have made a Tim Tam drink. I had have known.
Tim Tam, like martini.
Can we start this again? Give me 5 minutes.
A Tim Tam martini. Like, also say that 5 times fast.
You start.
No, I won't do it. But like in the future, another time.
What's amazing, you're an executive producer on this film. Does that mean you had a period there of binge watching every dance film ever?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still, regardless of doing this movie or not, like have to watch every dance movie ever made because there's something about them. It puts you in such a good mood, and it puts you. It's really fun to feel like life is a music video, and I can personally say that as that makes them. But like when you kind of bring that energy into every aspect of life, it's a really, really fun thing.
Oh, absolutely. And then you saw the film and decided we should make a song to go with the film.
I did.
How was that process?
Inspired by it. But that's all I wanted from the song, was to inspire someone to make a drink. No, it was really, really cool because I basically watched the film for the first time, and we didn't have an end credits song at that point, but the end credits were basically a compilation of all of the different characters in the movie dancing and freestyling, either on set or in between takes. And it's such a beautiful, like, way to like recap and celebrate the film we watched. So I went into the studio. Let me move you. Go.
I forgot. I almost forgot the graphic then, but we've got the graphic.
Yeah, so then I went in the studio with Stargate, friends of mine, and Steph Jones, and we wrote "Let Me Move." I wrote a few other songs as options, but I basically had a week to get the song in the film before it had to be sent in, and it worked perfectly. And I've been so grateful for like the support from everyone involved in the movie and Netflix. It's like not things don't always work out that perfectly, especially when you don't have a lot of time to do it, and I've been really, really overwhelmed with.
But what a celebration at the end of a project to then be able to make a song. And you made 4 songs and go, which one do you want?
Yeah.
Choose the one you like.
Yeah, again, and I think that was such an exhilarating part of getting to be hands-on in this process more than anything I've ever gotten part of. And maybe that's also probably why I love it so much, and I'm impartial, but it's just like I have so much love for the people that made this film, and the passion and like dedication and attention to detail that went into it. And that's been really fun to see like all the fans like favorite parts and like little things that we hope that they notice throughout the film and like little secrets. It's been very cute.
Well, speaking of your fans, a lot of them are here right now watching. A lot of them send us questions throughout the day for you. So fans, thank you so much for all the questions. We want to jump to them quickly now. I've got a little thing over here where I can read them out for you. Sliding into our DMs, there was a lot.
Okay.
So the first one I want to read out is from Zared Kemmer. Now, the question is, what are some upcoming projects that you can talk about?
Work it on Netflix. And I have a out in a few months called Clouds, which is a story and project part. I don't want to get in trouble with like saying too much, so that's all I'm gonna say. Look out for Clouds. Look out for music. I know whenever I say that, but when, and I can't say exactly when right now, but yeah, it's been so interesting because I didn't really expect to have a quarantine. I said this before I got on. Thanks for the shout out. But I obviously was about to leave before the Broadway shut down, universe shut down. So everything is kind of like turned.
Yeah.
Interesting because it really coincides with the theme of the movie Work It, and the message of what my character goes through, how she thinks that she has it all planned out, and then life goes in a completely different direction. And that's kind of how it's been me and I'm sure everybody else. So I'm excited for everyone to see what's come out of this because it's provided a lot of interesting inspiration and just like art that I didn't expect to create from this time.
Okay, next question. Okay, this one comes from Jordan Casey. If you could be in another Broadway show, which one would you choose, and why would it be what would be a dream role?
Wow. Oh, that's a great question.
And a lot of people are asking about this.
That is a really, really great question. I mean, Hairspray for me is a longtime favorite. I don't know what my dream role would be in the show, but I love Hairspray in general. I also like Eliza in Hamilton is an incredible role that I love. I'm just a huge fan in general. Oh, there's honestly so many. It's so funny too because like I grew up seeing different shows and never necessarily saw myself in a particular role, which is why I'm always interested in maybe down the road to do an original musical. But I got lucky. I got super lucky with Mean Girls that at the time that they were looking for a different perspective and take on taking that. It worked out. I would have never been like, oh, I can play Heron for some reason. And then when it came into my life, I was like, oh my gosh, that's a dream role. So it worked out really well. I'm very happy about that.
But you guys rehearsed for so long to then only do 2 shows. Do you think you're ever going to go back? And is the set still sitting there? Like, does anyone know answers? Do we have answers?
Does Broadway have answers for Broadway League if you're watching? No, honestly, it's every show is suffering right now. So obviously we hope that our show comes back strong. and I can play a third show at least. But no, I mean, we don't have answers right now. That's the beauty.
I know. And I'm in New York City, so it's just down the road. I wish I could see it. This next one's a good one. This next one's a great one. This is from Just Say in T.
Oh.
This question goes like this. How did it feel playing Jordan's love interest, seeing as though you've known him forever?
It's such an interesting question that we've both gotten. You know, I don't really know how to answer it, because I feel like when you're in character and when you're on set, like something just snaps into place, and I like obviously us knowing each other for a long time creates like a familiarity, which is really, really, I think, important when you have to feel comfortable in the physicality of doing scenes with a love interest. And especially in our movie, like, again, like the dancing there's so much physical contact, and in general, like I think he was so incredible in his role and as a performer and dancer that it made me feel really comfortable in doing what I had to do. So it's more than anything, it's just like really cool to feel like, you know, you don't have to like get to know somebody 2 minutes and then have to play their love interest on screen. Like the history was really, really wonderful in that.
Always fun working with friends. Always fun. Okay, we've got time for one more. Guys, by the way, great questions. Thank you so much for sliding through our DMs. All right, this one comes from Nubia Fulmer.
Okay.
After a long day of filming, what is the first thing you do when you get home?
Eat. Because I would say it was very hard to find time to eat on set of work. I was constantly on set, and Crafty's always way too far away for some reason. So I would always get home, like eat. And I think also doing a dance movie, I like constantly had putting things in my body to like stay alert. So I definitely did that. I'd look at my lines for the night. How boring do I sound? Tell me time. And then I'd get a proper amount of rest. Sometimes I take a bath. I don't know if it's all very predictable, but that's kind of how it works.
Do you get better food because you're an executive producer?
No, kidding. It depends. I mean, again, I'm also an eater. It's bad. Sometimes, like a 6-year-old, and other times, like a 40-year-old. I don't know how 40-year-old. I don't really know where I was going with that, but I like different on the day would be craving different things. Our craft was wonderful, but also like the food of Toronto is so good that I would definitely take advantage of like where we were filming, what was around, and like restaurants and stuff.
It's such a cool city. Toronto's a great place. All right, before we let you go, Sabrina, nobody leaves happy hour without a quick little game.
Okay.
So we've prepared a game for you. This game's very simple. I'm sure you're going to be very good at it. It's basically, I'm gonna read you out some song lyrics, and you've got to tell me the next line or the next couple of lines.
Okay.
All the songs I've chosen, they've got nothing in common, except, oh, hang on, they've got the word work in it.
Okay.
That's why we called it Work Hit. All right.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna get my list. Here we go. Quick little salute to this. And if you get this drink dancing, you're gonna get bonus points.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. This first one, I'm going to tell you, it's not current. There's my first hint. Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down.
Flip it and reverse it. Work it by Missy Elliott.
What's the next part though? Flip it and reverse it.
Flip it and reverse it. I think my entire life I never realized that was just gibberish. It was reverse.
It's in reverse, I know, because anytime you listen to it, you're just like, and everyone's bopping along.
I know it, and like my whole life I was like, yeah, I know it, and then I read the lyrics and I was like, understood.
1 from 1. Sabrina, on fire so far. Okay, this next one. You want a hot body? You want a Bugatti? You want a Maserati? You better work, bitch. You want a Lamborghini? Sipping martinis? Look hot in a...
bikini? You better work, bitch.
Britney Spears, work, bitch.
Thank goodness. Like in the beginning, it threw me off a little bit because I was like, is this Also sounds like it could be a current, which not that that's not current, but it also sounds like it could have been released yesterday. Anyways, that's a great one.
2 from 2. You're on fire. Well done. Okay. This next one, very topical right now. Very topical for everybody at home. I know you're always on night shift, but I can't stand these nights alone. And I don't need no explanation because, baby,
the boss at home. You ain't gotta go work, 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 work.
Fifth Harmony, work from home.
Yes.
I know my producers were like, Scott, can you sing these songs? But I cannot sing these. It would be a lot easier if I sung these lines to you and then you could hear it. But unfortunately, that's not part of happy hour.
Your delivery is up.
Okay, we're going to go for one more. You've got 3 from 3. Can we bring it home? This one. All right. Here we go. We've got to go to work to work this out. We've got to go to work.
Is that from High School Musical?
You're good.
Where
You're
is that?
High School Musical.
Yeah, I think that's musical, right?
High School Musical. High School Musical 2. And to be honest, I had to do a refresher. Zac Efron's dance moves. Wow. On another level.
Just sit more of your work.
That's it. 4 from 4. Sabrina Carpenter, you're on fire. Sorry. I should have been dancing to this. I didn't dance. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the dance with me tonight, Drake. Thank you so much for joining us. Work it right now, Netflix, everybody. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Make sure you check it out right now. And by the way, just before we go, we nearly lost the lights. Give me one more minute. You're doing something at the moment with a wonderful charity that you'd love to mention.
Yeah, I mean, on the list of many, Malala Fund is always one very, very close to my heart. Are doing so wonderful things for education and so much that inspires me every day. That's really close to my heart, so I wanted to share that with everybody. And if you don't know so much about it, to go to their Instagram, which is at Malala Fund, and do some research. But honestly, whatever right now, I think there's so much in the world to put focus and light on, and that's one that's my heart.
Let me move you out right now, everybody. Sabrina Carpenter, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us on Happy Hour.
Thank you so much for having me. Wait, before you go, I'm going to let you guys say hi to my dog.
What's your dog's name?
He's Goodwin. Oh, and
Good.
So that was all you got.
There was the cameo. Goodwin's cameo.
He's very hard to get. His schedule is very booked, so.
Hey, look, it's better than no dog. It's better than no dog. Thank you, Sabrina. We appreciate it. Have a great one. See you later.
Yeah.